you. For those of you that don't know us, we'll take a moment to introduce ourselves. I'm Morella McConnell. I'm the building principal at Borland Manor, where I've been the last 7 years, but I'm just rounding out at the end of this year, my 19th year with the district. So it's very exciting to be here, and I'll let Samantha introduce herself.
My name is Samantha Masick. I teach first grade at Borland Manor, and this is my second year.
Okay. And did you bring one of your students with you?
She's definitely learning, but well, actually, it's funny that you mentioned that because what we're talking about today with you is a technological initiative that Mrs. Laney has brought to us.
Yeah.
She did an extensive in-service for district teachers K through 4 on November 8th. It took place at Hills Hendersonville Elementary School and at South Central, and all of the buildings were represented, and teachers worked through stations with teachers in the district that had been piloting these pieces of technology in their classroom, and it was like a very hands-on learning experience. And then to take it a step further, Mrs. Laney graciously supplied to all the buildings sets of the technology that the teachers learned how to utilize in that November 8th district in-service. So we have a little handout for you about what we're here for this evening, and it's about computer coding and programming, and it's the new literacy. Now, how that ties into what Mr. Daniels asked earlier was that these pieces of technology are so kid-friendly that Santa could even bring them to your house when you're not yet in first grade, and you could still learn to have fun with them. And we have some video clips of Miss Masick and her students in class. I'm going to let her set that up for you, and we'll go from there. Thank you. Yeah, it's right. Yep, we're right here. So this first clip.
Okay. So the first clip is introducing kind of the little robot mouse to the kids. So we did whole group instruction. I sat them in a circle. We sat on the floor kind of with the materials. And we just talked about using kid-friendly terms.
This is Cole
to code.
We've been working with him for a little while now. And what's it?
So we talk about terms that we want to use for coding or programming, and it's very kid-friendly. So you use things like action to tell the robot what to do, or forward, or backward, or left or right. And the cool thing about this robot is it has colors. So my first graders, if they're getting into using right and left, they can use the colors instead if they're not quite certain. So this is just a little instruction to introduce it. So we put him down, and he needs to get from point A to his cheese, which is point B. And the kids kind of tell me a little bit about the steps, and then we lay the code out. It's very visual and bright, and really a nice stepping stone for harder or more complex coding in the future. So,
Called when we use Colby. What are we doing, Jackson? Coding him? Coding him. Yeah, that's one word we can use. What's another word? Nick?
programming.
Programming. Very good. So we know that coding or programming is to tell a computer or the robot mouse what to do. Yeah, and we sequence his events. Yeah, so we sequence. We put in order what he needs to do. So he has some buttons on him, this little robot mouse. And before I even tell him what to do, what do I need to press to make sure he's good to go? Alexis. The yellow. And who knows what the yellow button tells Colby to do? Lindsay.
Forget.
Yeah, forget. Because we know a computer or a little robot like this mouse will do anything that we tell it to do. Okay? And he never forgets anything unless we tell him to. So let's hit clear Colby forget, and he'll forget anything we've ever programmed or coded him to do. Next, to start my program or code, what do I need to do first? What color button or what button do I need to tell Colby to do? Andrew.
Move
Yeah.
forward.
Good. Before I hit move forward.
Oh, action.
Yes, action. And what color button is that on Colby, David?
Red.
Red. Okay. So I'm going to start sequencing my events. And why do I lay out my code before I actually do it? Before I actually program him? Why is it a good idea to lay out my code? Nicholas?
So you remember what to do and how to do it.
Exactly. So I remember what to do and how to do it for him to get to his cheese. So now that I am laying out my code, my sequence to program him, I have red action. What should come next if we're trying to get our little robot Colby to get to his cheese? What do I need to do first? Karis.
Forward.
Forward. Yeah, and what color is that, Karis?
Blue.
Yeah, so blue forward. We'll lay that out. What should I do next? Am I ready to go, or do I need a little bit more for him? What do you think? Elin, forward. Blue forward again. Awesome. Does this look good to you, Elin? Laying it out like that? Yeah, 2 blue forwards. Am I ready to go? Who thinks they know? What should I do? Mira.
Blue forward.
Blue forward again? You want to try it? Okay. Let's try it. Anything? Anybody want to share, add, do to it? What do you think? Are we ready? Ryan. You tell me what you think.
You need to press the green button.
The green button. And what does the green button do? You're so right. Awesome. What does the green button tell me, Alexis? To go. Good. Okay. So, should we try this out?
Yes.
Remember, programming trying. We'll see if it works. Okay. So, I already hit my clear Colby forget yellow. Let's go. Red, action. Blue, forward. Blue, forward. Blue, forward. Green, go, Colby. Let's see. Will he make it to his cheese? Good job. Very nice. You made it. To his cheese. Good. Okay.
If we're building a house right now,
So we broke up into kind of like a centers kind of action, and smaller group kids, I let them actually, feel what it's like to code for themselves. So this is them doing a maze, a little bit more complex to get to his cheese.
Alright, so what do I need to do first? Wait, before I even touch it, you're right. But let's do that once we have that code. Okay, so tell me first, what do I need to do for code? Alright, is that the first thing?
It's really fun. They even ask to play at recess and to do it. So they'll ask at different times of the day to bring out the robot. And it's just a really cool activity for them. And to see them so engaged is fun.
We can all teamwork, so Summer. Okay, Jackson's at blue forward. Teamwork is Jackson saying left march. And forward. Let's get out.
action, blue forward, purple right, blue forward, orange right,
Orange left forward. Good. Green, hold, go.
I'll be damned. That's fantastic.
Can you tell me what your name is?
Summer.
Hi, Summer. Can you tell me about some of the coding activities that the first grade gets to explore in Miss Masic's classroom?
We do a blue mouse with buttons.
Mm-hmm. Colby the mouse. What's your favorite thing about using Colby the mouse?
It's like it's just a toy,
It's like it's just a toy,
but it's actually learning too.
but it's learning too. What do you have to think about when you're working with Colby?
It's the right ways to go.
the right ways to go. And what you mean about that is directions. What directions do you get to program, Colby?
Forward, left, right, sometimes backwards, action, and a yellow forget button, and the backwards button.
Mm-hmm. And how do you know if Colby has successfully navigated through the maze that you set up? What does he get to reach?
The cheese,
And how do you know that Colby's happy to reach his cheese?
because mice like cheese.
And he giggles, right? All right, thanks, Summer.
Hi, I'm Borland Manor, and I like coding because it's really fun, and we use a little blue mouse.
And what are the things that you get to do to help the little blue mouse navigate through its maze?
We use coding codes to make it go and to memorize how to do it.
And what directions does the mouse move?
He moves straight forward, left, right, backward, and
What happens, Brian, if you program the mouse and you press go and there's a mistake?
you press. There's a yellow button, and you press it so he forgets what he said.
And then what do you do?
Then you fix the mistake, and try again. My name's Nick. I like coding on the computer because it's fun, and the computer is fun. Programming is fun, and
What's your favorite program to code on the computer?
the fuzzy little monsters.
Oh, the fuzzy little monsters. What do you like most about it?
It's coding. It makes it easier, and it makes it better.
How does it make sense to you?
Because all these other coding games are like harder than it, so
And is it something that you can do? I saw you were working on an iPad in the classroom. Where else could you code for fun?
on a computer.
Mm-hmm. Is it something you could do at home and in school?
Yep.
And do you do it just during station activity time? Or is it something that you enjoy during like recess time?
I enjoy like recess time and stuff like that.
So you're doing good work even during your fun time in school. Thanks for sharing, Nick.
So that's on the iPads. You kind of moved from Colby, the tangible item, to the computers and the iPads. So using directions, as you can see there, and you pull and drag it. And so it's a little more complex, a little more less visual, I guess I should say.
And this is Nick, the little boy who was just interviewed.
The
This
fun
is-
one. He said fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
This is the coding that he was working on in his station activity, and it was just worth showing you because it again takes into those same elements of the directional coding with the programming on the mouse, but like Miss Masick shared, because it's on a computer or on an iPad, it just looks a little bit different and it's not as tangible for the kids to do. Now the next clip is brief, and you'll see where Nick finds success in his code. The last clip that I believe I included is a little girl who's sitting at a computer next to him. She did not find success with her codes, so you'll see what that looked like. You'll see his little fuzzy little monster is moving around, and he reached success and moves on to the next screen. This little girl was coding, and she'd get like halfway through, and then there was something wrong with the code. So she'd have to go back and rearrange the directions and try again to see if she was able to meet success the next time around. So. And both of these programs, they're free. They come from code.org, which hosts the annual Hour of Code that most of our, if not all, elementary schools participate in. But it's good because the kids really don't give up. They very easily go back to manipulate and reorganize, which is, you know, a great skill that hopefully will take them forward. So that was just a snippet. I brought out, if anybody wants to play around with Colby the mouse, you'll see on your handout, which I have another example. Mrs. Laney had developed directional coding as one of the first grade tenets in integrating technology. This is a Bebot. It almost does this. It does do the same thing. Just looks a little bit different. So you're welcome to look at that. And with the Bebots, and I'm sure you can do this also. But here's a really neat example. This is from Bebot, and there are maps that you can set up, and you can practice sight words where the kids have to lay out programming to go from letter to letter. They can practice in the very early primary grades, upper and lower case identification, working on spelling your name. So it really makes learning fun. That was our presentation for you this evening. Do you have any questions?
Utterly amazing.
It's fun.
And I tell everybody that comes in, I hope you take this to the PTA meetings and show the parents this program.
For sure.
That's fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you for having us
nice.
tonight.
So I
It's
think
going to take me a few minutes to clean up, so
I
please
think
don't mind.
one real important piece to this, though, is these kids are having fun with toys, right? To
Yeah.
the
yeah.
typical person who just looks at that for that. But what we really get out of this is they're learning sequencing and matching skills and directional skills and those kinds of things. So it is a real learning task while they're having fun, right? So
Unbelievable.
that was really good.
I had to wait
Thank
till
you.
I went to college to get that my first programming class. That's where kids are way ahead of me.
Yeah. You find your little one
Yeah, well, we got that as
knows how to work on it.
So Santa brought Colby the mouse to our house this year. This is
Really?
actually ours from home because it was just easier to bring in. And yeah, I mean
And she's
we're
what?
3.5.
4? Oh, she's 3.5.
Yeah, but we definitely have an understanding of how it
That's
works.
important.
And so, you know, as an educator and now as a new parent, it makes me very excited to see
Oh yeah.
where she'll be at the end of her school age career. Because we have such great ways of helping
yeah.
kids learn that look different than the ways of the past.
She's so well behaved too.
Thanks.
Thanks.
As I'm here making noise.
Thank you again.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Good job.
Okay, recognition.